Hello, welcome to Adis Uchi Relationship Talk. So today we'll be talking about bridging the gap in the family. Now, once upon a time, there was a man and a woman that really loved each other. They couldn't do without each other. They were all over each other, and they decided to get married, to settle down. Now, this is the story of every man and every married woman and every married man out there. When you get married, and then at the first instance of getting married, the marriage is so sweet, you're all over each other, you can't do without each other. Even people will see you and say, wow, you got married to your friend, this marriage is looking good on you, you're so sweet and all of that. Like everything keep moving smoothly, and after some time you find out that gap starts setting into the marriage. Now this is normal because both of you grew from different aspects, you grew from different parts in life. Like you had different experience about life, you went to different school, you have different parents and all of that. So all of those things affected you, you think differently, so it is normal. But it is abnormal when this gap now you allow it to exceed and you allow it break your home. It's abnormal. Now both of you have to understand that you are teammates and you have to make this marriage work. It must work. You are both teammates in this game. You have to play together to make this marriage work. Now there are so many things that can bring gaps in your marriage, like sex. You have sex, you have food, you have lifestyle, you have education, you have church, childbirth, the way you spend money, extended family members. So many factors can actually bring gaps into your home. Now, but we'll be talking about we'll break this topic into different parts. We'll talk about the first one today. Another day, the next part too that will be coming up, we'll be talking about the other parts of it. Now we'll be talking about sex. Now sex can actually bring gap into the family. For instance, there are homes that either the husband or the wife, one of them likes sex more than the other. Now if this person likes sex more than the other person, it can bring gap into the family if not well managed. For instance, if the man likes sex more than the wife and the man wants to go like 2-3 rounds at once, and the woman is so tired, for instance, she goes out work and she comes back, there is house chores waiting for her to do, and she's so tired, and she manages to come once and then you have sex with her, you want to go again and she's tired. Some men might really feel bad and they might start reacting like all of that. They might start drifting away from their wives. Now you can bridge this gap by understanding that your wife is a human being. Try to help her out. Do one or two things for her. From morning, try to make her day, like call her, talk to her, put her in the mood and all of that, make her okay. And also understand that she's a human being. If she can come once, then go with once. Try to be comfortable with just once. And for the woman, try to upgrade. Now this gap bridging is all about, if I am low, I am the wife, or if I am high, I'm the wife, and my husband is low, he has to come up, I have to come down, we have to meet. Or if my husband is up, I am down, we have to come up and we have to meet. We have to meet at a point. That is what gap bridging in marriage is all about. There are some women that your husband will want to make love with you, but the way you smell and all of that, even some men, the way they smell, all of that makes your husband drift away from you, and it brings gap into the family. All of that does not really, it doesn't build a home, it breaks the family. Also, some men, when they want to have sex with their wife, they just come once, like they don't even play with her and all of that to put her in the mood, and when they are done having sex with her, they just ignore her, they start pressing their phone, or they just slip off and leave her, and this woman start feeling used. You don't know if at that point where you stop is when she started coming, and you have to cuddle her, make her feel loved. Even if you won't come again, just cuddle her, make her feel loved and all of that. Most times when you do this, we feel used, and when we feel used, the sex no longer become interesting to us. All of that brings gap into the sexual aspect of our lives. Another thing is food. Another thing that brings gap in the family is food. Like there are some men, they like delicacies, and their wives find it difficult making delicacies. They just make a particular kind of food. They just keep rotating. And the man, because he likes delicacies, he will want to start eating outside. When he starts eating outside, he will no longer find his wife's food enticing again to eat. By so doing, the woman will not be happy, the husband will not be happy, there will be gap in the family. And there are some things, like for instance, when I got married, I loved eating apple. I love apple so much. I was trained with apple, but my husband does not like eating apple, and I discovered that I had to stop eating apple. Not like stop totally, like even when I want to eat, I eat differently. Now I have been able to make the environment conducive for him. He can now eat with me. He can now eat with me because I don't eat apple, and it's still not. My husband can still decide on his own part to also learn how to eat apple. Now this is all about bridging gap. The woman must not always give up for the man, and the man must not always give up for the woman. Both of them have to come to an understanding before this marriage will work. There are so many factors. You can also talk about, there's also education. Now there are families where the man is more educated than the wife. Now some of those men find it difficult to take their women out, to take their wives out, because they cannot speak English, they cannot express themselves, they don't dress in an educated way, they don't look good. Now this is wrong. If you're well educated than your partner, if you need to take that partner to school, if you need to just let your partner upgrade, teach them with love. It's all about bridging gap. Learn to bridge your gap in your marriage. It grows your home. It grows your home. I tell you, you will not know what it's doing for you. But if you're high, don't just say, I was brought up this way, and so I will remain this way. You have to come and meet me that way. You have to come and meet me up there. It's not always like that. Learn to calm down. Learn to create an environment where none of you will feel cheated. So in our next video, we'll be talking about other interesting topics that can create gaps in the marriage. I want you to like, subscribe, and share. And I pray for you in your home. If there are gaps in your home and your home is breaking, may God heal your home. May God heal your home. Your home can be sweet again. Thank you very much for watching. God bless you.